Right now, noon, public schools in Wisconsin get their report cards, find out who got a passing grade. Plus, Madison police say they plan to handle hate crimes, where racist and anti-Semitic messages are popping up locally. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm Josh Spreiter. We begin with first warn weather. Southern Wisconsin will be seeing the first snowflakes of the season later today and tomorrow. It could even accumulate, making for some messy road conditions. For the latest storm track, let's go to first warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka. Out on the weather patio with your certified most accurate forecast. Here comes the snow, Kelly.
Yeah, it's going to come in two parts. We've got some snow showers that are going to be arriving later this afternoon. This really won't be causing too many issues, maybe reducing visibilities temporarily, but it's mainly tomorrow morning. That's why we do have a first warn alert day. Because of this snow, could become moderate at times, reducing visibilities down to a half of a mile, at least in the morning hours. This is going to be mainly from Dane County off to the east, over there toward Milwaukee. This will be mainly tomorrow morning. May linger into the early afternoon hours, but the winter weather advisory now for our eastern counties, including Dodge and Jefferson County, starting tomorrow morning at 6, continuing until noon. Thursday, some of those snow showers, though, reaching parts of Columbia County and Dane County, and also down toward Rock County as well. Our first batch of snow showers already starting to move into western areas of the state. Seeing some of these snow showers, Viroqua headed toward Boscobel, Prairie du Chien, eventually toward Platteville, Richland Center, seeing some of these snow showers. These will be brief snow showers that'll move through, may get these visibilities down to about a mile or so before they move on. Really little to no accumulation. There might be some minor accumulation on primarily the grassy surfaces. The roads are still a little bit too warm. Well, we've been dealing with the wind, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. The winds continue out of the west at about 10 miles per hour, currently 42. We're probably about done with the high for today because these temperatures are going to fall through the 30s going into the afternoon hours with some of these scattered snow showers down to about 34 at 6 o'clock. We'll talk more about the snow coming our way tomorrow morning and how much we can expect coming up.
You know, we made it a long ways without seeing those snowflakes. We knew it was coming sooner rather than later.
Yeah, right before Thanksgiving, typically things get pretty active.
All right, Kelly, we'll see you in just a few minutes. Thank you. Well, most school districts across the state are receiving high overall accountability scores. This comes from the Department of Public Instruction. The overall score places each school into one of 5 categories, ranging from significantly exceeds expectations to fails to meet expectations. Of the 377 public school districts evaluated, 353 finished in the upper 3 categories here. Report cards included data from multiple school years across 4 priority areas: achievement, growth, target group outcomes, and percentage of students on track to graduate. DPI officials say the data is mostly encouraging, but there's more work to be done.
When you put it into full context, the cost of educating students has really risen steadily over the years. And it's due to different factors like inflation, rising costs, and increased student needs. I think you're seeing a lot more student needs in schools, and that requires investment. And just quite simply, state funding has not kept up with those increases.
Here are the districts in our area that exceeded expectations: Mount Horeb, Oregon, Verona, McFarland, Middleton, Cross Plains, DeForest, and Waunakee. To see the full list, click on this story at channel3000.com. Right now, Madison police say they're making progress in identifying and combating hate incidents. This comes after a recent string of hate spreading in our area and around the country. Over the weekend, neo-Nazis marched in the Columbus, Ohio area. Days prior, flyers from a hate group appeared here locally in Fitchburg. Some students even on UW-Madison's campus receiving racist text messages from unknown numbers. At the start of 2024, the Madison Police Department started their Hate Crimes Task Force. One department captain says it has been a success so far.
I mean, I can tell you that we've been successful in that regard as far as getting information out through the Public Information Office and through our Community Outreach Resource Team, the core team. We've gotten a lot of information out that we haven't in the past.
The most recent hate crime report from the Department of Justice shows a rise in these cases from 2020 to 2022. The Wisconsin Department of Safety and Professional Services is asking license holders to be aware of a resurfaced scam. DSPS says several license holders this week have said that they've gotten a call from a man who claimed to be a DSPS investigator. The scammer claims there is a problem with the person's license due to being a suspect in illegal activity. DSPS and state regulatory boards will never contact credential holders requesting payment to clear or restore licenses. Wisconsin license holders can check the status of their license at any time by logging into their license account. City of Madison leaders are proposing a new apartment complex on the city's east side. However, some neighbors are raising concerns with certain logistics. The plan calls for the demolition of several buildings on East Washington and Ridgeway Avenues. A new 5-story building with around 90 units would be constructed in their place. The city says the proposal would create more affordable housing. Some community members say they're worried about traffic and parking issues.
The reason I like having these meetings is we get feedback up front, and if we can get the developers to kind of work on the problems that they can affect, and we can then have the city work on other problems.
I do not believe that our streets will be able to handle the amount of vehicles, people, everything that's going to be going in with this unit on top of Melvin.
City officials say they need residents to come out and talk so they can try to improve upon their designs. Some of President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet picks are on Capitol Hill today. They're trying to shore up support among senators for confirmation. Tareen Small reports from Capitol Hill.
Former Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz is courting Senate support to become President-elect Donald Trump's Attorney General. Accompanying him on the Hill today is Vice President-elect J.D. Vance as they make the case to senators like Lindsey Graham.
I think he's very smart. Time will tell.
Gaetz has been investigated for allegations of sex with a minor by the very department Trump wants him to lead. The House Ethics Committee is meeting behind closed doors Wednesday amid pressure to release its report probing claims against Gaetz. All of it raises questions for confirmation, even among Republicans.
I wouldn't bet my house on it one way or the other.
President-elect Trump is standing firm.
Mr. President, are you reconsidering the nomination of Matt Gaetz?
No. President-elect Trump's cabinet picks all have one key quality in common: supreme loyalty to Donald Trump. Several of his picks have also weathered claims of harassment or assault. Defense Secretary nominee Pete Hegseth was investigated for sexual assault in 2017. No criminal charges were filed, and he denies those allegations. HHS nominee Robert F. Kennedy Jr. apologized to a former nanny who accused him of unwanted sexual advances in the 90s. And Trump himself was found civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman in the 1990s, which he denies. There are also questions about potential conflicts of interest for Elon Musk, who Trump has tapped to head the newly formed Department of Government Efficiency. Musk's companies, SpaceX and Tesla, have more than $13 billion in government contracts. Torian Small, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Trump also announced TV doctor Mehmet Oz to run Medicare and Medicaid, and former WWE CEO Linda McMahon to head up the Department of Education, which the president-elect has threatened to dismantle. Well, still ahead for us on a Wednesday afternoon, why the FDA is sending out a warning about a brand of toothpaste. Plus, sandwich chain Jersey Mike's now under new management. What it means for the company.
Welcome to Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for beautiful furniture, sofas, chairs, and recliners, sectionals, and fun accessories. Shop our Fitchburg showroom today.
Customers are very surprised at how quickly we can get the garage doors fixed.
When I'm on the job, it's go time.
We know tomorrow is too late.
Here at Precision, we have the best parts, best warranties, and we're always here for you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hello, Wisconsin insurance brokers. Are you seeking outstanding dental coverage options? Momentum Insurance is your answer. A locally owned Madison company, we specialize in meeting Wisconsin residents' dental insurance needs. Our comprehensive coverages, competitive commissions, bonus programs, and online portals are what set us apart. Partner with us to elevate your group dental offerings. For details, visit our website at MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Insurance, your partner for outstanding dental coverage.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic from Steinhafels. Discover the advanced pressure-relieving power of a Tempur-Pedic, making aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now, save up to $300 on mattresses and up to $200 when you upgrade to an adjustable base. Plus, get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at just $48 per month when you use Steinhafels 60-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
When it comes to winning internet, TDS is in a league of our own. Just like the Green Bay Packers, Wisconsin born and bred, we live, work, play, hire, and get involved in the communities we serve. Like delivering the green and gold standard of internet. 100% fiber internet that's as fast, powerful, and reliable as your other hometown favorite, the Packers. TDS, internet that's built Wisconsin strong.
From our Dwellings family to yours, happy holidays.
The FDA is warning that Tom's of Maine toothpaste was manufactured in a facility with water-containing bacteria. The FDA also says during its inspection last May, it found a black mold-like substance in the factory. The agency said 2 products contained 2 different types of bacteria that could cause infections in the blood, lungs, and digestive system. Tom's of Maine, which is owned by Colgate-Palmolive, says it is working with the FDA to remedy the issues. Private equity firm Blackstone is acquiring sandwich chain Jersey Mike's in a deal worth $8 billion, according to the Associated Press. In a statement, Blackstone says the partnership is meant to accelerate the chain's expansion in the U.S. and beyond. There are now more than 2,800 Jersey Mike's locations in the U.S., according to the company's website. And Delta wants its passengers to keep climbing for something good with its new partnership with Shake Shack. Starting December 1st, travelers can order Shake Shack meals for their flights out of Boston. However, the deal is only available to first-class passengers on routes longer than 900 miles, and meals must be pre-selected ahead of takeoff. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. The Dow is down 67 points, NASDAQ down 136, and the S&P 500 also down today 25. Right now, our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking snow in the first warm forecast. Then later on Live at 4, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company will be here to answer your plant and garden questions. Send them in now to tips@channel3000.com for a chance to be answered.
During the CERTA Black Friday event at Ashley, follow the experts and save up to $600 on select CERTA Perfect Sleeper X adjustable sets. Plus, get up to $300 in free furniture, 60-month special financing, and free delivery at Ashley.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
When I think of Madison No Fear Dentistry and what that means to me, it really is about it not being scared, not being judged. I feel that they've got my best interests at heart. I think that coming to Madison No Fear Dentistry is more than just coming to a dental office. It's meeting really great people that care about you. Madison No Fear Dentistry has helped change my life, and I believe it can help change other people's lives as well.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
The day before Thanksgiving at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Get incredible doorbusters starting at $2.99. Dishwashers, chest freezers, laundry pairs, ranges. Buy 3, get 3 free on 6-piece packages from top brands. Wednesday only. Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley. A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Bigger cases.
She was lured to your apartment.
Higher stakes. Never seen before in daytime.
In front of millions of people.
Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 3.
Thursday at 6, more than a decade after Act 10 launched, how Wisconsin schools are dealing with the fallout today and what it could mean for students.
We want the best learning conditions for our students.
After Act 10, learning with less. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Well, welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Farm Babe Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Happy Hump Day, Pam.
Yeah, better start finding that scratchy that I have buried someplace in my truck for potentially tomorrow. We'll see. You gotta get those gear items lined up so you're not using a credit card or the back of your hand tomorrow or the next day. Hey, speaking of which, Thanksgiving next week. Well, the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation released their estimates on how much that meal is going to cost you for a group of 10. That's a lot of folks around the table. And guess what? Price this year in Wisconsin is down 2.1% compared to last year. They say all in, all done, including the big bird, about $57.61 for all the fixins to feed 10. Why is it down, you say? Well, Cassie Sonnentag with the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation says that Wisconsin agriculture production and our food processors have increased their volume capacity about 11% over the past few years, and that's helping to defray the cost. Hey, before we get to the markets, I want to remind you, now is the time for you to make your plans to join me on our Spain and Portugal tour in April of 2025. We're taking reservations through about mid-December now. If you're thinking mom and dad need a break and they'd like to go along with the Farm Babe on a beautiful farm tour, check it out. Go to holidayvacations.com. Just put my name in there. If you watch the video, you'll get a $100 certificate to help towards that particular trip. And like I said, really looking forward to it. Mark Kane from News 3 is over there right now, so I'm going to be checking in with him. Talking about the markets, well, the markets are kind of waiting to see what word we're getting from Washington, D.C. We're in that lame duck session. Yesterday or the day before, Debbie Stabenow from Michigan released 1,300 pages of suggestions, revisions to the Farm Bill. That's a lot of heavy lifting in short work time frame to maybe get this lame duck session complete. We need a farm bill before the end of the year, or production agriculture goes back to guidelines that were set back in the 1930s. So a lot of farm organizations, including the Farm Bureau and Farmers Union, are leaning in to try to go through those 1,300 pages and see what they can come up with as far as a plan. Today, barrel cheese in Chicago up a half at $1.73. 40-pound block cheese up a quarter at $1.72.5. Double A butter, though, down 3 1/4 cents. That butter down to $2.55 a pound at the grocery stores sometime near you. But like I said, as I was listening to Kelly's forecast, it's like, oh yeah, I better find that scratchy. That's one of those first items you go to look for in the glove box or wherever, Josh. You know you need it. And pretty quick, I'm out there with my elbow or a credit card or whatever I can find with an edge.
Yeah, you got me thinking. I don't even know where my snow brush is. I guess I know what my project is on a Wednesday afternoon, Pam.
Glad I could help out.
Better now than when it's too late. We've all been there, right?
That's right.
All right, Pam, thank you.
See you.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First, storm meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the weather patio. It's better to be prepared now before it's too late, Kelly.
Yeah, scratchy. I'd never heard that term before.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of like it. Yeah, you're definitely going to need that ice scraper tomorrow morning, because the snow that's coming down tomorrow might become fairly moderate at times. We are on our radar 3000. We are picking up some light snow showers now spreading into western areas of the state. This is really light. Richland Center, Viroqua, Boscobel is seeing some of this. Everything's just slowly moving on to the east. I would bet in the next hour, hour and a half, Madison, probably the first snowflakes of the season. All due to another cold front that's going to be racing on through. Now, we've been dealing with winds because this storm system just is not moving. It's been sitting over northern Minnesota, southern Canada, and we've got one last hurrah coming through with the snow showers. But we've got more on the way, it looks like, for tomorrow morning. So on our future track, you can see how the snow showers wrap on in. But by tomorrow morning, on the backside of a surface low that's going to be doing a loop right through Michigan, coming over Lake Michigan, a band of snow. This will be affecting the morning commute. Before the sun comes up, we'll start to see this rotate on in Eventually, it will be warm enough that some of that snow will change over to some rain. But during the morning commute, some of those visibilities might get down close to half of a mile, so allow a little, some extra time. Now, this afternoon, it's going to be lighter, but brief visibility is getting reduced if you do run into one of these snow showers. We're really not expecting any snow accumulation, maybe some minor accumulation on the grassy surfaces. But tomorrow morning, looks like the road temperatures will be near 32, so that will allow some of that snow to accumulate even on some of those roads, especially Madison areas to the east. That's where the heavier snows are expected. And as mentioned, some of this may come down moderate, if not heavy, so that could get that visibility down to a half of a mile. This will be mainly affecting the morning commute up until about the noon hour before everything starts to move on out. Now, this is what our future track's indicating. Madison may be up to an inch, but as you get toward Watertown, Juneau, areas to the east of Madison, it could be talking about an inch or two. Some lake enhanced snow might be talking about a little bit more than that right along the Lake Michigan shoreline. Meantime, the winds continue. We have not been able to get rid of these winds, but they'll be up there throughout the afternoon into the evening, about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And watch what happens tomorrow morning. Really gusty winds. This is right when that snow is going to be coming down, so it's going to be going sideways with these northwest winds. They could be as strong. These are sustained winds, 25 to 30 miles per hour. Really causing some windy conditions tomorrow morning. Those winds should gradually come down as we get into tomorrow evening. Now, here are the snow showers coming through this afternoon. Once again, this should not really be accumulating, but may get some brief visibilities that'll go down. And noticing the temperatures are dropping. We had some sun. It was nice to see that sun early this morning. I know it was brief. Now the clouds moving on in and some scattered snow showers will likely drop below freezing by 9 o'clock. Most of the snow showers should start to taper off by then. And then that band of snow comes in from the north. This is the rush hour before the sun comes up tomorrow morning. Noticing temperatures around freezing in Madison, maybe a little bit colder than that, areas to the north and east. And you notice that sharp cutoff with the heavier snows basically right along Dane County line. And then eventually, as we get toward the noon hour, the temperatures warm up enough that will probably change over to some rain showers later in the afternoon. 42 right now in Madison, but noticing off to the west, temperatures are quite a bit colder as that secondary cold front now moving through Lone Rock and Mineral Point. We expect these temperatures to continue to fall now over the next couple of hours here in Dane County, already down to 39 in Cross Plains, while it's 42 in Madison and also Stoughton. First warn forecast, we do have the first warn alert day because of that accumulating snow primarily tomorrow morning, Madison areas to the east. We do have some dry weather Friday and Saturday, maybe a peak or two of sun, maybe get rid of some of this wind at least temporarily. Our next system arrives with some clouds on Sunday. That'll bring in some more mixed precipitation. Right now, it does not look like a big deal. We'll keep our eyes on that as we're going into Thanksgiving week. Travel on Wednesday, Thanksgiving Day, and the day after right now looks dry, but rather chilly with mid to upper 30s.
Always love that first snowfall when all of Wisconsin forgets how to drive.
Me included. Me included.
Thank you, Kelly.
Sure.
Today, Howard has another suggestion for what to prepare for your Thanksgiving meal in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today, we're whipping up some biscuits that are super easy and perfect for our Thanksgiving Day lineup. Perfect.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stanton Optical believes eye care should be affordable. Right now, for only $135, you get 2 pairs of progressives, plus all this. All that costs over $200 everywhere else. Book your eye exam today. Stanton Optical, easy's our thing. Welcome to Too Good to Guess. Can you guess how much 2 pairs of progressives, a free eye exam, and anti-glare lens upgrade will cost at Stanton Optical? Only $135? Wow, a deal so good, every customer wins. Book your eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
When it's time for better storage, Dakota Closets is the solution. Menards carries a great selection of closets that are perfect for any space. For home offices, laundry rooms, standard closets, and even storage for your kids' playrooms. There are so many ways to store your items. And with Dakota Closets, you can do it with style and ease. Right now, pick up this wooden playroom organizer for just $779.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I've been a motorcyclist for a little over 20 years now. I always wanted to have a motorcycle my whole life, and dashing helps me support that hobby. I love the flexibility of dashing. I love the connections I make. Dashing lets me do what I want, when I want. I'm my own boss now. If dashers can maintain their freedom, flexibility, and independence, and have access to benefits, that would really be the best of both worlds. Portable benefits would help me cover medical costs, dental, vision. That would be fantastic.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
They've been rocking audiences for decades. It's Foghat. Performing live November 30th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells.
I just want to make
with special guest, The Empty Pockets. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. Legendary rock band Foghat. Live in concert November 30th at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
With Thanksgiving right around the corner, we're all looking for quick and easy ideas to make this year's feast really stand out. And one way to do that is with our brand new buttery Pilgrim biscuits that go together like this. We begin by mixing some biscuit and baking mix with some sour cream and a bit of club soda. To give these lots of flavor, we add in some cut chives, a little chopped garlic, and a pinch of salt. After mixing this gently, we roll the dough into golf ball sized pieces and place them in a cake pan. We brush them with some melted butter and pop them in the oven. When they come out of the oven, a little more butter goes on top and they're done. Just imagine passing a platter of these around your holiday table as everyone grabs their very own fresh from the oven biscuit. So don't dilly-dally. After the news, go online and get the recipe for what we call buttery Pilgrim biscuits. I know your gang will be thankful that you did. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a buttery, delicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Here's Kelly with the final check of your first warn weather.
Yeah, it's here. We've got some snowflakes already entering western parts of the state, and I would expect in the next hour or so, Madison probably seeing the first snowflakes of the season as well. Tomorrow, though, we do have a first warn alert day because of some wet snow that may come down moderate. We're going to have some winds as well and also some patchy slick spots, mainly from Madison areas to the east throughout tomorrow morning up until about noon. We'll time that out for you. So this afternoon, we are expecting some of these scattered snow showers. May reduce visibility a little bit, but I don't really expect any accumulation. Most of this should wind down this evening, but quickly tomorrow morning before the sun comes up, we'll see this band of snow rotate in from the north. Moderate snow at times and noticing temperatures at or slightly below freezing. So even on some of those road surfaces, could see some of that accumulating on some of those roads. The heavier snow is expected areas to the east. Eventually it will be warm enough that this will be changing over to some rain showers as temperatures climb in the upper 30s to around 40. And a lot of that will start to wind down going into Thursday evening. So the first warn forecast, the snow showers moving in this afternoon. The 44, we've already had it. Temperatures are likely to continue to drop. First warn alert day because of the snow accumulation tomorrow morning. Then some dry weather before some more unsettled weather heads our way early next week. Right now, Thanksgiving Day looks quiet but rather chilly.
Thank you, Kelly. Before we go today at noon, a shout out to the leadership class of Monona Grove High School. Wave to the camera guys for joining us in studio today. Thanks for joining us. Have a great afternoon.